We welcome you live to the NASCAR, well, actually, technically, ARCA, iRacing FedEx Series race from Daytona. We are here live from the Daytona International Speedway, as all cars ready to go on the racetrack. For free practice, about 10 minutes of practice for as everyone enters onto the track. So we welcome you live once again from the Daytona International Speedway, as there is some other all cars joining onto the racetrack. You see the 5 Cole Clock, the only one really on the track now. There is a 59 of Alex Ellis down the back straightaway. There's 5 of Clausen. There's a 7 and a 3. So they'll head in the back. I have a couple of issues for some reason over here. I don't know what my thing is doing. Just give us a second. Thing is not cooperating. No idea what happened. And yeah, we'll be getting ready for this Daytona race in the ARCA series. As there we go, we welcome back, sorry about that, to the Daytona International Speedway. As we got a 3-car little pack forming up here. So they're going to head to the front straightaway. As Matthew White goes top of the board. So they'll head down the back straightaway. Matthew White's so forward, top of the board, in practice 8 minutes. About left to go here. All race down the back straightaways. Got some more cars sitting on pit road. As these three head through 3 and 4s. There's some other cars. There's one ready to come on the racetrack. 28 of Jonathan Legger. So it's going to be 40 laps tonight in the ARCA race. It's ARCA night in America. As we welcome you live to the ARCA race for tonight. As we head down the back straightaway. There's a 33. And Jonathan Legger will get to his rear bumper. So once again, 40 laps here tonight. 100-mile race from Daytona. It's the first race of Speedweeks at Daytona. Not including the class, that was at Bristol Dirt. And there's Ellis sitting there. There's the 18 car coming onto the racetrack. There's the 78 of Ethan McMillan. As there's the 5 of Cole Clausen drafting behind some of these guys. So far it's Matthew White in the 43 car, if I can actually find him top of the board. And there's the 18 machine coming onto the racetrack. As McMillan heads down the back straightaway. 7 minutes remain here in the warm-up session. We'll go into qualifying after this. And then we'll go into the race. As the 3-car pulls off. Looking to come down a pit. So that is Landon Johnson. They come down the back straightaway. A little bit of a tandem draft here. Cole Clausen and I think that's Matthew White in the 7. Should be, at least. For some reason listing him as the 43. So here they come to the front straightaway, pushing up each other up the racetrack just a bit with 6 minutes left. As there's Clausen to the bottom. As yeah, everyone's going to be trying to win the pole here in Daytona. There's Clausen. Looks like he's going to try to pull off here. Ooh. I don't know what he's doing. As an issue there, he's going to be in the wall hard. As we got a little bit of a pack format up here. As there's Ellis to the front straightaway. And some more cars getting ready to join the racetrack. There's the 53 car. Running on the bottom. McMillan is going to go P6. So, going to see a bunch of new faces here tonight. Just some ARCA and Truck Series drivers. As Wilkin in the 18 goes to P4. Down the back straightaway goes Alex Ellis. Full-time Xfinity Series driver. In the 59. And Alex Ellis heads down the back. So through 3 and 4 and up the racetrack just a little bit. So far, 8 cars on the line here in practice. And we'll head to the front straightaway once again. So you see 8 cars so far over the line. Matthew White still leads them. Cole Kloss in second. Landon Johnson in the top 3. So it's going to be a race that's going to start, I guess you can technically say, under the lights of the sun, I guess. I don't know. And then it'll end under the darkness. So there's 18 coming out of pit road as they head down the back straightaway. There's Ethan McMillan, and there's a 53 car. And we're riding along with Alex Ellis. As we got cars sitting here on pit road, the 10 and the 21. Looks to be Brian Arrays and another one. It's got a bunch of different teammate-looking cars. There's cars pulling onto the racetrack. The 18 of Trenton Wilkin and the 5 of Cole Clausen. So once again, 25 of max of 25 cars will make the ARCA race. So if we have any more than that, as Grab goes P5 on the board. If we have any more than that amount, then some cars will not qualify for this race, as we're going to head down the back straightaway. There's Cole Clausen, 4 minutes left here in practice. And just about ready to go qualifying here in Daytona. Before we get ready for the 40-lap feature. The first, I guess, Speedweeks race and Daytona for this season. So, what has Speedweeks has been so far? So the Clash was fun, all preseason thunder and practice was definitely fun, but we're finally here for a super speedway race in Daytona for the ARCA series. They are up first. Only thing running tonight, just the ARCA race. McMillan will go to P4, still Matthew White top. So ARCA, the only ones that will run is there's the 21 and the 10 running down at the bottom. That's Brandon Jackson and Brian Arrays. They're going to head down the back straightaway. Cars starting to catch him behind him. Clausen to the outside. Trenton Wilkin all over the rear bumper. That 5 cars to head through the corner. So White and Clausen are basically tied here for that spot there on top of the board. Good lap for those 2 drivers. As Grab goes up to P4, McMillan slides down to P5. So it should be a pretty interesting race here tonight. There's got a car smoking here. 7 Matthew White, he had an issue. There's the 3 car down the front straightaway. That's Landon Johnson. As more cars sit on pit road. Got a big pack starting to form. 21 Arrays pushing his teammate, Lieutenant Brandon Jackson. 2 ETR cars. Right along with Ray. So 4 cars now drafting each other. This could be a good place to put the top lap down. And Rays goes top of the board. Brown now second. So 2 full-time Xfinity Series drivers for ETR. They're looking to show what they have in ARCA. We head down the back straightaway. Ready to race here in ARCA. The minute and 25 seconds left to go in practice before we go qualifying for Daytona. You can sit on pole for this year's running the ARCA race in Daytona. As Wilkin will go up to 6, nobody else cruising on the top of the board. As the 21 and the 10 go to the outside. 2 teammates working together. Cole Clausen in the 5 and the 18 of Trenton Wilkin behind him. They race side by side. You'll see a whole lot of this during the actual race tonight. As the outside lane starting to come, you'll see them, especially the outside lane, get a big push on the back straightaway and then the front straightaway most likely, and then probably fall off a little bit as you see through the corners. So 30 seconds remain here in opening practice. We'll go straight into quali after this. and see who will be on pole. As these two still race side by side, getting a little bit of racing action in before the actual green flag flies as they try to side draft the 10, try to side draft the 18. So you got a bunch of pairs of teammates that are really going to be working together. Especially this 10 and the 21 and the Ethan McLuhan Lynn Fish MNF Racing teammates usually work together real nicely. That'll do it in practice. Brian Arrays, top of the board. Had a great final couple of laps, is able to put him top of the board. Let's go qualify and see who will start on pole for tonight's ARCA race. It's qualifying time in ARCA. And it's time to see who will sit on the pole. There's Alex Ellis in the number 59 machine. There's the 7 to Matthew White. As we're going to head out onto the racetrack. So Alex Ellis, first one out in his number 59 car for Team Chevy Motor Club. A couple other cars sitting there. There's the 99 Payson Lindsay. And there's 7 of Matthew White. So we didn't see Lindsay make any practice laps, so see how he's able to fare here in qualifying. So qualifying in the ARCA car, you're definitely going to hold it wide open, pretty much. And then you're going to want to do as much as you can. Keep it to the bottom of the racetrack, as there is the 18 of Trenton Wilkin. You're probably going to see these drivers on their first lap trying to wrap the outside lane and just see how that all works out. Got more cars sitting. There's the 28 of Jonathan Legger and the 53 down the back straightaway. Matthew White, your defending NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series champion, heads through 3 and 4 up on the outside. So here we go. Ready to decide your pole sitter for tonight's ARCA race. Qualifying is going to be decently important tonight. Some drivers may want to start in the back, but it's only a 40-lap race, so it's going to be going by pretty quickly. As the 7 of Matthew White starts his opening lap, going to rip the outside lane. A lot of cars you definitely can see doing that. The 18 of Wilkin down the back straightaway. This Payson Lindsay. The 3 of Landon Johnson as well. There's the 28 of Jonathan Legger. He wraps the outside. So you may see some of the drivers not elect to run a qualifying lap, as we usually see that here in ARCA and Daytona. As the 53 heads down the back straightaway. Unsponsored number 53 car. All black race car for the Chevrolet Impala. As he will rip the outside lane, coming to green on his final lap. See, there are a couple other cars coming to green in the final lap. Matthew White. Here he comes. See him rip that outside lane so hard, and then he's going to immediately pull it down to the apron and start his flying lap. Alex Ellis goes top of the board on their throwaway laps. Matthew White's going to go P4 now. Grab goes P4. Wilkins slots in P3. White back to P5. Jonathan Legger top of the board. We'll see where everyone else is able to run in. There's 57 of Cash Culp, but down at the bottom there's the 99. Landon Johnson now top of the board on his first lap. Alex Ellis still ripping the outside lane. Not sure what he's doing there. There is Trenton Wilkin on his fast lap. Through 3 and 4 he goes. Looking to come to the start-finish line to complete a fast lap. Right now P4. Let's see where he'll improve to. Wilkin goes top of the board. A 43.63. 49.63. That'll be done for Trenton Wilkin and quali. There is Landon Johnson. White now top of the board. He ties Wilkin. Grab goes third. Legger now third. Grab back to fourth. Here comes Landon Johnson on his final lap. Where will he go? Johnson across the line in number 3. Will go third. And there's 3 of Grab will be P5. There's 7 of Matthew White backing it down to the back straightaway. There is the 57 of Cash Colt now on a fast lap. So Colt heads down the back straightaway. You got 5 minutes to do it all here. I've seen a bunch of other cars elect not to make qualifying laps here. You may see some of the teammates decide to stay in the back. And some teammates elect to qualify. As there's ripping the outside is Cash Culp. Payson Lindsay goes up to P6. That, I think, is his qualifying over. Here comes Cash Culp to the front straightaway. I think going to start his final lap. Runs it down to the bottom. Final lap now underway for Cash Culp. In his number 53 machine. There is the 10 car. There's another car, I think Payson Lindsay had in this 10 car. And down the back straightaway goes Cash Culp. Trying to improve. Through 3 and 4 goes Culp. And coming to the line. Cash Culp, will he improve? To the line he goes. So far, Matthew White is top of the board. Cash Culp right now is 7th. He'll only go up to P6. Brown goes P9. That'll do it for Cash Culp, I think. And then Brown will back it down. And so will Cash Culp. So 9 cars have gone over the line here in qualifying. And that'll just about wrap it up here in Daytona. We are ready to race from the world's center of racing. 40 laps from the Daytona International Speedway. As we welcome you live to the ARCA iRacing FedEx Series here from Daytona. Matthew White on the pole, your offending NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series champion. So should have a couple other drivers also loading in here in a second. As we get ready to go from the Daytona International Speedway. 40 laps, ready from Daytona. Ready to get this one underway from the Daytona International Speedway. Time to get rolling. Matthew White and Trenton Wilkin on the pole here. As they roll. Pace car will roll off first, obviously, as Bryce Benton now joins the field. As we welcome to ARCA Racing here tonight. There's Trenton Wilkin to be starting in P2 as we roll down the front straightaway. There's Matthew White. Didn't see him for a second, but now he's back. As everyone will catch up. As we prepare to race here in ARCA. $40 laps on the table here in the ARCA Series. Last season we saw an insane finish as they rolled down the back straightaway with 1 lap to go till we go green. And an insane finish down in ARCA. As here they come, rolling down the back. And ready to come back to green. So it'll be Matthew White and Trenton Wilkin on the front row. And yeah, final lap about turn 3 or turn 4. They all wrecked coming to the finish line, and the car, and I think P7, Xander McKinney, was able to get that win. Made it through all that chaos and picked up the race victory. As we're coming to green. This time by. Matthew White, Trenton Wilkin, Landon Johnson, Jonathan Lager, and Grab make up your top 5. Matt Grab in that 53 car. As for the first time in Speedweeks, in Daytona at least, pace car is in. And the ARCA race from the Daytona International Speedway is underway. Matthew White out of turn number 4 to the trial he goes. Going to lead the opening lap here in Daytona. So White leads the first lap. Got Trenton Wilkin all over his rear bumper. They head coming out the back straightaway. Clear Landon Johnson looking like he's going to pull out a line already. It's going to allow Cash Culp to get by. As Trenton Wilkin pushes all over the rear bumper of the 7 of Matthew White. So once again, 40 laps here tonight in ARCA. We'll see how this one goes. Matthew White so far leads the field. Car's looking outside. Jonathan Legger, not really able to run coming in. Still your pole sitter White, leading the field here in Daytona. They're trying to go kind of single file. Legger's trying to make an outside lane, though. They will run down the back straightaway. When's the time we'll see one of these cars peek out? We'll have to see. As Trenton Wilkin right now is staying committed to the rear bumper of his teammate Matthew White. Single file throughout the entire field, basically, as we head to the front straightaway. Wilkin to the outside. Top 3 are all PLR cars. Will Cash Culp go with him? No, Cope will go low and help his teammate Matthew White. So Cash Culp deciding not to go to the outside to see a couple other cars making their way to the outside. Pace and Lindsay really loose. Able to hang on. They go 3 wide. Jonathan Legger on the outside. No run coming up there, though. Gonna have to try to do something else. As they race. Coming to the front straightaway once again. We look back, some of the other cars trying to work the outside lane. Not really working yet. You see Bo Clausen back there as well. You see Jonathan Legger as well. And the 3 of, I think, Matt Grab. They're trying to use the outside lane to their advantage. The 10 car nearly came up. Almost got into them. And Legger on the outside, leading that lane with 3 cars behind him. That lane, didn't actually talk, not really going anywhere. As you can see, Legger on the outside with Grab behind him. Grab will now go low to the bottom of the track. So Matt Grab looks low in that 53 car. Cole Clausen will also look low. Legger's going to be able to get in line as they head to the front straightaway. It's been Matthew White up front for all 6 laps so far. See Payson Lindsay now in a P3. And he's got Trenton Wilkin all over his rear bumper. So still single file here, as we saw the outside lane starting to come, but they're now going to fall back a little bit. They didn't have enough help. Ooh, Lindsay a little bit loose. Looked like he was going to get turned around, but able to hang on to that. Outside starting to come again, but nothing happening anymore. There's Matt Grab up to the outside. See Landon Johnson. He's actually falling back way behind the field, so unfortunate for him. And look at the 99 and Lindsay. So they head down the back straightaway once again. Everyone's still single file. Actually, the outside lane's starting to come behind him. Yeah, that's all able to work out. McMillan now leads the outside Legger. They're going to have to need a couple other cars to get up there as McMillan side drafts the 10. They're going to head to the front straightaway. So McMillan hoping that somebody's able to come up to him. But so far, nobody else yet is coming to lap number 8 of this race. So McMillan will go back low. Use low lane to his advantage now. The 18 of Wilkin to the outside. Trying to work for a run. Wilkin not really getting help. There's comes Legger and Clausen, but it's going to be a little bit too late as the run down the back. Matthew White still up front. Ooh, the 10 car nearly got turned around. I think he was all able to hang on to it. You can see behind him. So now outside has 4 cars. The 33 up there as well, so they're going to try to make something work as he'll have to go low. So I'm surprised we haven't seen a whole lot more cars work in the outside lane already. You don't want to be back here too long. Definitely don't want to be back here too long. So the 10 and 21, two teammates of yours, watch them to work together all race long. And especially to the closing stages of this one. And there's Wilkin to the outside. He nearly lets Legger go on the bottom. Gonna try to close that gap. Wilkin coming to the run. Will we see the 21 or the 10 try to jump in front of them? Run coming outside for Trenton Wilkin. Legger needs to give him a shove. As the outside lane starts to form. A little bit unorganized. This could allow some of the race cars to get by him. So I would assume the 10 and the 21 would try to do something on the outside. Trying to make something work. So again, towards the later stages of this race, they're kind of just trying to log a couple of laps here early. I'm assuming towards the later stages of this race, they're going to try to do something even more aggressive. The 18 of Wilkin coming the run. He comes the run. Will he go down? Well, so far it's sit. Keep it outside. Pace and Lindsay electing to be inside. Feeling like that's the best option for him is Wilkin in the 5 and the 28 all come on the run. Side drafting to the front straightaway. Pace and Lindsay giving a huge shot with 57 to Cash Colt. Now Colt nearly to the rear bumper of his teammate Matthew White. The other PLR car coming up on the outside as you see Jonathan Laird going to look low. That's going to kind of kill the momentum up on the outside, so not really sure why he did that. No help now for Trenton Wilkin. He may try to get in this gap, as I don't think he's going to be able to fit. See if Legger goes back up. For now, he's looking low. Ooh, the 18 of Wilkin just able to squeeze into that gap. And he'll be clear. And Cole Clausen now left up on the outside lane. Gonna try to do something. Got the 53 car. Grab also behind him. Gonna also try to be doing something. But the outside kind of really failed there. As Wilkin falls into third. And they got a few positions, not really able to get up to the lead pack. Cash Colt running in second. Behind his teammate Matthew White. For PLR. So far, it's been a dominated race by them. As there goes Wilkin to the outside and Legger coming with help. Will we see Cash go up there, try to help his teammate? Big run coming from Trenton Wilkin. Jonathan Legger all over his rear bumper. Ooh, the 18 of Wilkin gets shoved up the racetrack. Now Legger goes back low. You see Legger really trying to do something, but not really able to make anything work. Now getting shuffled back a little bit. McMillan is now dropped to the outside as well. Trying to do something. We'll see if Legger, he'll go high, but looking indecisive as he's going to look back low. And trying to grab the 99 Pace and Lindsay. McMillan now pushing the 18 of Trenton Wilkin up to the outside lane they go. Run is now coming. Got 53 in the 5 behind him as well, starting to push each other. Here they come for the lead. Trenton Wilkin to the outside. Wilkin to the big shove for Ethan McMillan. They get in the wall a little behind him. He's been caution free all race long so far as they nearly wrecked behind him. Side by side to the lead. White and Wilkin. Wilkin just peeking out in front with McMillan all over his rear bumper. There's the 53 grab as well, and the 5 of Cole Clausen. 5 cars, or 4, I'm sorry, it goes side by side in 2 rows. With now 15 laps complete in Daytona. Wilkin to the outside lane he goes. White on the bottom. Getting pushed from Cash Colt. to the outside of McMillan and Wilkin kind of coming with a run as they got another big run. McMillan shoving that 18. But the inside lane comes once again. Side by side. Trent Wilkin is 53, looks to make it 3 wide just for a second. Gonna think better of it. We'll go back to 2. We've hit halfway now in Daytona. 25 laps down, 25 laps to go. As they go down the back straightaway, side by side to the lead. So once again, I'm in caution-free. The victory grab coming with the run. Outside, not really formed up too well. They got a big run, though. But here comes the inside, and Wilkin will clear low. He's just trying to clear Matthew White. New leader in Daytona, it is Trenton Wilkin. Here they come to the front straightaway. Ooh, look at the run for the 7 of White to the outside he goes. McMillan to the rear bumper. Oh, the wrecking behind him. Cars in the wall. They spin. Wreck behind him. Caution flag will fly for the first time tonight. As they all kind of save it. But yellow flag comes out. Let's take a look back at what happens. Bring out this yellow flag for the first time tonight. They come down the front straightaway. Cash Colt. Ooh, yeah, he just got checked off for Payson Lindsay, and then that just turned him around, and the 5-car Clausen. Ooh, they hit the wall behind him. A couple of teammates in the wall behind him as well. And there they go, wrecking behind him. That'll bring out the first caution of tonight. Some cars with some damage. Yellow flag flies. You see Alex Ellis with a bit of damage with 23 laps to go here in Daytona. So yellow flag flies for the first time. Pit road is still closed, I think. And Johnson actually got safe for that. Cash Colt, not really too damaged. All of them catching pace cars. So it's Matthew White who's able to claim the lead. So he's back out front in Daytona. As there's the 3 of Landon Johnson. Really got saved there. For some reason dropped all the way low. Had an issue early part in the race. And then could not really get the draft after that. So we'll see some cars coming down pit road. You see the 10 cars some damage as we run under the yellow flag here in Daytona. Caution flag flies for the first time tonight. But they're half the distance already turned here in Daytona. So it's been a pretty fast-paced race so far, but right at the first yellow. As we'll see if anybody elects to come down pit road. You got 3 sets in the pits, so more than enough. We'll see probably some of the damaged race cars coming down the pit road. They're going to be on fresh tires, get some repairs. See what they can do. We'll see if any of the leaders elect to come down pit road. To see Wilkin, he looks to pit. He will, actually. Payson Lindsay as well. And Trent Wilkin, I'm kind of surprised by that. Maybe got a little bit of contact on that wreck as he got the damaged cars coming down the pit. Not too bad for a lot of these race cars. Definitely fixable in a couple of minutes. And should be okay after that. And we'll probably will be able to fight for the win after this. As Payson Lindsay pulls down a pit road. There's Brian Ray's behind him as well. And then 59 of Alex Ellis. There's the 18 of Wilkin. Not too much damage. Really looks okay. But he's going to pit anyways. So really a situation there of cars not really being clear. As they come out pit. On and they continue to pit. There's a 3-car of Landon Johnson. Again, got saved from that yellow flag. Definitely what he needs to pull off. Actually getting a few positions from that as well as these cars sit on pit road with some damage. A lot of them are going to be hoping they can get back onto the racetrack. Pretty sure most of them will be able to. As there's a 3 of Landon Johnson. As we roll down the back straightaway here in Daytona. Still lights out on top of the pace car. So probably restart with about 20 laps to go. So it's not too much time to make stuff happen. Over halfway through the race. 20 laps. Actually, I'm not halfway through the race. That would be halfway through the race. Yeah, when we hit lap 20, it'll be halfway. As we roll under the yellow flag here. Still some cars sitting on pit road. See a couple of those, Pace and Lindsay falling off. John Flager and a couple of the other ETR cars sitting there. It's Brian Ray's as well, as one car will pull off. And Ray's still sitting there as the 10 car. Got some repairs. There's Pace and Lindsay. In his number 99. Got a little bit of few scrapes on that race car, but it looks like it's going to be mostly okay. As we run under the caution flag here in Daytona. There is Alex Ellis. These cars just going to be able to beat the pace car out. We got one to go till we go green, as these cars will try to get around the racetrack and come back through it. So one lap to go till we come back to the green flag. So here we go, running down the back straightaway. And ready to come back and forward. Sorry about that. We'll be back to green here in a second. And we're ready in Daytona. Matthew White, Ethan McMillan up front now, so McMillan gets a pretty good boost from that caution flag. See Trenton Wilkin giving a bit of track position. Not really too bad, as most of the cars that pitted had damage. But ready for the restart with halfway done and halfway left to go in Daytona. 20 laps complete, 20 to go. And we're ready to go back racing. From the World Center of Racing. So here we go. It's going to be interesting to see how the second half of this race plays out. First half was pretty fast-paced. We had that caution flag a couple of laps ago for the first time. As everyone catches up to the rear of the field, it's going to be all okay. As we'll come back to green. Matthew White, Ethan McMillan on the front row. Pace car is in. Green flag is going to fly.
Green flag, green flag.
So inside lane with a whole lot of momentum. We're going to see Cash Cope drop to the inside as well. McMillan not going to be stuck on the outside. Going to have to try to do something with 20 laps remaining here in Daytona. Wilkin to the outside lane he goes. Going to try to come with a run. You see a couple other cars, 33 of Colorado behind him as well. McMillan coming outside with a run. Trenton Wilkin to the bumper. See if the outside lane starts to form. He's got a couple of cars behind him also. Really not with too much speed. Kind of probably damaged, so they're going to be a little bit slower. They head to the front straightaway. 19 to go in Daytona. McMillan will come onto the run. Here comes Ethan McMillan to the outside. As they go side by side down the back straightaway. Couple cars pulled inside. Outside lane not really coming with winning runs as they head to the front straightaway. So a lot of cars behind them really kind of slowing up as some of them will come down the pit road with a bunch of damage. Matthew White down to the outside. Cash Cope to the lead of this race. So Cash Cope leads down the back straightaway as they go side by side with White and Cope. As the sun sets in the Daytona International Speedway. Cope back to the inside for the lead. Side by side. Matthew White getting pushed back on the outside by McMillan. Coming with a run. About a 9-car pack up here. We lost like half the other field, as they have damage. But the outside lane comes with a big run. Matthew White there. McMillan pushing on him. Culp and Grab lead the inside. And we'll see if they're all going to race nice with each other coming to the end of this race. Coming at 16 to go this time by. See the 7 of White came with a run on the outside lane on the back straightaway, but now going to lose it a little bit through the corner. Still out front, going to maybe try to clear that 57 of Cash Culp. He is clear down low nearly, and he will clear low. New leader in Daytona, it's Matthew White, your pole sitter. Here comes Culp back to his rear bumper. Teammates, we'll see how well they work together. Where will Culp go? He's going to have to try to push the 7 car out. Wilkin all the way to the rear bumper of the 70 is McMillan. So it's been a PLR so far dominated race. Pace and Lindsay up to the outside. McMillan getting a big shove. McMillan coming with the run once again. Only 2 cars up in the outside lane. I'm surprised more cars haven't joined them. The outside only with 2 now. They're going to try to tandem draft their way to the lead. Here they come. Through 1 and 2 and onto the back straightaway yet again. As they go down the back. McMillan still leading the outside lane. Let's see what kind of push Trenton Wilkin can give him. See Pace and Lindsay going up high, maybe trying to help him. Getting towards the end of this thing already. With 14 to go in Daytona. Victory Grab a little bit loose as he's trying to stay in line. Down to the bottom. So, once again, this race isn't even halfway of the Daytona 500. 100 laps. This one is only 40. But McMillan comes with the run to the outside with Trenton Wilkin behind him. Matthew White trying to fend him off on the inside. Not really too successful at it yet. McMillan gets pushed. Nearly out front. Side by side. And to the front stretch. McMillan looking to lead at the line. He will barely. But Matthew White back to the inside. See the 53 Grab goes high. Come under the run behind him. But a nice run to the inside. Culp pushing on his teammate. Outside lane, he really needs to get some momentum heading down the back straightaway. We'll see if the 18 of Wilkin comes through above the 7 of McMillan and gives him a shove. Run coming once again. Will McMillan be able to clear him? He doesn't have the speed to do it yet, as they still race side by side. Matthew White on the bottom. Leads that inside lane. Definitely the preferred line as we see from throughout most of this race. But McMillan with a big shove. He's clear. Will he go down? Yes. No. He nearly does. Doesn't have enough time. That could have been big. That could have given McMillan the inside lane and the lead. But he's going to have to try to do it once more. Off on the outside. McMillan. Still the big shove from Trenton Wilkin. You never know what can happen in ARCA for the FedEx Series. We saw how insane that finish was last year. But they all wrecked out of turn number 4, and the driver, in basically like Pace and Lindsay's spot, got the win. We'll see if that happens again this year. With 11 laps to go in Daytona. McMillan still on the outside. Getting a huge shove from Trenton Wilkin. Landon Johnson also helping the outside. Inside, not really with a whole lot of momentum. 57 of Colt and the 7 of White. As McMillan now clear. And new leader in Daytona, it's McMillan. As now they kind of go single file, all trying to get sorted out here. But new leader is now Matthew White back to the second. He's going to push all of the room over the 70 car. Now kind of getting single file as the outside really had that good boost of speed. He heads down the back straightaway. Oh, look at outside. Big run. The PLR cars come with a run to the outside. Now McMillan's going to have help from Cole Clausen, but Matthew White's clear. Will he clear down? Will Cash Cope look low? Still looking outside, and McMillan's going to really need to get that run. They're coming up with some lap cars here. Lap cars will be slow, but will get nearly out of the way. As here comes the 7 to the outside. Makes a huge block. Now McMillan back to the inside. Side by side for the lead. Matthew really did not need to do that. Not what he needed to see. With those lap cars ahead of him. Some drivers probably hoping for some caution flags behind him. As White to the outside, not trying to get it pushed from his teammate. But the inside lane coming with a bigger run. Only really 6 cars in this lead group right now that you see grabbing the 3. And a bunch of other lead lap cars behind him. As Matthew White nearly pushed clear by Cash Colt. McMillan back to the inside with 8 laps to go here in Daytona. Landon Johnson looks outside this time. Inside lane only coming with 2 cars, so maybe in jeopardy of losing the lead as they head down the back straightaway. A little bit loose there as Cole Clausen looks low. He'll go down low here, looking to the inside of Trenton Wilkin as Landon Johnson also go low, so the outside now in trouble. Matthew White gets pushed to the lead, though. And new leader in Daytona, it's Matthew White. As McMillan now falls to second, Cash Cope to the outside. Some lap cars in the way. Looks everything's going to be all sorted out. With 7 to go in Daytona. So Colt now leads in Daytona. Single file now as they head to the front straightaway. Now coming to 6 laps to go. Catching even some lap cars probably pretty soon. Comes Wilkins to the outside of the run. Nothing there. So only 1 caution flag so far tonight in Daytona. They head down the back. Cash Cope out front, looking for his first career sanctioned FedEx win. He's in a great position to do it. He's got a teammate behind him. McMillan running 3rd. Got Clausen behind him. Clausen has really been working with McMillan pretty well. But they're coming back to only 5 laps to go as you see Landon Johnson and Trenton Wilkin work outside. Car's going to have to really go here pretty quickly. But Cope still leads him. Outside lane starting to come with some momentum as they look to the back straightaway. Matthew White got to keep it low at the moment. Cash Cope still leads this line. White looking outside just for a second. Will he go up there? Or Landon Johnson come with a run? If you want to win this race, you got to take some chances. Go to the outside lane. Johnson coming with help from Trenton Wilkin, but looks like they're going to kind of back it off to the front straightaway. Really trying to do anything they can. What a race it's been so far in ARCA. As Culp clears outside, he's getting turned to the wall. Nearly upside down. Caution's going to come out. Huge wreck in the front straightaway. Cash Culp. Wow, from the lead, gets turned around. Caution comes out. Really just cleared himself there. Let's take a look back what happens with 4 laps to go. That brings out the second flag. Caution flag. And not a great block for Cash Culp. And here they come. Ooh, yeah, made that big block and then turns around. Oh my goodness, look at the 18 net went under Cash Culp's teammate. And that brings out the second yellow flag of the night. Another situation of drivers not being clear as the caution flag will fly here in Daytona. For the second time. A lot of damage to that Cash Culp machine. Looks like he's having such a great run. This will set up NASCAR overtime, most likely, with 3 laps to go. That's Cash Culp with a lot of damage to his race car. Luckily, he didn't go upside down there. That could have been a lot worse. But it's Matthew White back out front here in Daytona. Looking to score a win. As Cash Culp going to have to stay out here. Getting the lucky dog will be Jonathan Leger. He'll be back on the lead lap. Some other cars, see the 33 of Grab, really need this caution flag. Landon Johnson does some damage on his 3 car. Doesn't look terrible, but he's going to have to get that thing repaired. Looking like we were going to run that thing to the end, but no. Caution flag flies with just 3 laps to go. For the second time tonight. What a race it's been. So Cole Clausen will move up to P4 now. Ooh, see the 18 of Wilkin with a bunch of damage. Looks like he may stay out here, though. We'll see if he comes down to pit road for the second time. Matthew White and Ethan McMillan yet to pit, so some of the cars on fresher tires could be at an advantage, so we'll see if anybody decides to pit behind him. McMillan looking like he's going to come down a pit road, and he will. Ethan McMillan coming out of pit. Cole Clausen as well, so the only one actually staying out is Matthew White, so this could be not too great for Matthew White as they come down to pit with 3 laps to go in Daytona. This will be overtime. So a lot of cars involved in an accident coming down the pit road. Some others really getting some good momentum here. Is Jonathan Leger there. He'll get the free pass. So unfortunate for some of these other cars that need the waiver round. They won't get it because Matthew White did not pit. As here they come off the pit road. Clausen going to be off first in front of McMillan, so Clausen going to be able to get his spot there. There's Alex Ellis, he's 11 laps down, so is Brown. Jackson Brown in the number 10 car, so yellow flag is out. We'll be coming up green pretty soon here. Just waiting for everyone to come off pit road. As Matthew White in now with a 33 car does P2. And there's the 10. He's in the way. He's going to probably have to pass the leader. We'll have to see how all that goes out. Got more cars still sitting on the pit road. There's the 28 of Leger coming down a pit. There's the 21 of Rays. The 99 of Lindsay with some damage. Cash Culp, a lot of the damage to his race car, may not be able to continue. They sit there on pit road. So probably not going green this time by. As we still run them under the yellow flag here in Daytona. So yeah, still running under the caution. We've hit 1 to go till we restart here in Daytona. This is about to get interesting. From the world center of racing. So everyone else gonna get out all of the pit road, so pit road is now clear. As we will come back to green this time by. It'll be Matthew White on the front row with the 33 of Grub behind him. So a great shot for that 33 to be able to get the win here. Late in this race in Daytona. So here we go. Matthew White. Aiden Corroborea, if I said that right. Heading down the back straightaway and ready to come back to green. So cars in the back half of the field just going to try to catch up with now 2 laps to go. We'll still see if they'll be able to do this. Will this be the final restart? We'll see in a minute. He goes side by side, coming back to green this time by. Matthew White on the front row. The 33 in row 2. See a couple of Dale Sr. throwbacks here. As we are coming to green this time by. It'll be 2 laps to go. Overtime in Daytona. There's Trenton Wilkin going to catch up. Could be in a decent shot to get a good finish here. Maybe, possibly even the win if he gets lucky. Still other cars in the back trying to catch up just at the last second. But here we go from Daytona. Pace cars in. It'll be NASCAR overtime from the Daytona International Speedway. Green flag. 2 to go from Daytona. What a great start for Matthew White. He's out front. The 7 of Matthew White will take the lead of this one. As runs coming behind him, they could try to make it outside. You never know. McMillan now to second. You don't want to have too big of a lead there, as McMillan will try to get pushed behind him. The 33 car was kind of in the way. They head down the back straightaway. McMillan coming on the run. Here comes the 70 car. Ethan McMillan with a huge run. Cole Clausen coming with him. I don't know what it just did. Down to the back straightaway. To the lead is McMillan. Coming on the white flag this time by. They got a huge run. Matthew White really had nowhere to go there. Ethan McMillan leads the field. Coming to 1 to go this time by. It's the final lap. Underway in the ARCA race in Daytona. Cole Clausen running second. Matt Grab running third. Final lap in Daytona. Who's going to get there first? Outside lane, Trenton Wilkins starting to come with the run. Through 1 and 2 for the final time. Where will Clausen go? He's looking outside. McMillan trying to keep him low. They head down the back straightaway for the final time. Oh, McMillan blocks high. Clausen coming the big run. Grabs down low. They're wrecking behind him. Huge wreck. Who saves it? White's down low. He's getting turned. They're all wrecking. Grabs to the lead. Here they come. Side by side. Caramba to the lead. Final corner. Trying to get a run. Out of the final corner. Aiden Caramba is going to win from Daytona. What a finish. Unbelievable. So Aiden Caramba wins from the Daytona International Speedway. Unbelievable. They all wrecked at the line. Oh my god. Basically an exact replica of last year. The exact same thing as last season. What a finish in Daytona. Absolutely unreal. We'll take a look back at that one after this race. After the burnout leaves. Oh, what a finish. To the Daytona race. The 33 will take home the victory. So Aiden Corberia is going to win from Daytona. I'm sorry if I'm saying his name wrong. We're going to try to get an interview with him as well. He'll come into the front straightaway. You're a winner in the ARCA race from Daytona. What a finish. That's why you never give up. He will burn it down in the front straightaway. He wins in his FedEx Series debut. Saw McMillan try to block like 5 lanes at once, all coming on the final lap, so that really did not go well. So he gets the win from the Daytona International Speedway. Your ARCA winner, Aiden Kruger. burning it down to the front straightaway. And your winner from the Daytona International Speedway, congratulations to him. Just signed on as a driver tonight. And now, burning it down, your winner at Daytona. Congratulations to him. Still gonna burn it down. So we'll see if there's an interview coming for him. Still gonna burn it down. You're a winner from the Daytona International Speedway, Aiden Riba. So he gets the win from the Daytona. Black Button Motorsports takes home the race victory for tonight. So we're gonna be doing an interview here in a second. So congratulations to him. You're a race winner from the Daytona International Speedway. So that does it down in Daytona. So I'm pretty sure he went from like 6th or 7th to 1st on that final lap. So we'll recap the race after this. Yeah, Black Winter Motorsports comes home in 1 and 2. So there's 2 drivers they just signed later. They just signed tonight. So yeah, incredible finish. So he came from P6 in that final lap. So exactly the same as last year. So I'm not really surprised. It is Daytona for the ARCA series. What a finish. So yeah, getting ready for an interview back coming up. Like probably 5 minutes.
My bad.
So Aiden, sorry if I completely butchered your name, but Aiden Karabaria, tell me if I'm saying that right.
It's Koba Rubia. So yeah.
Karabaria. All right, so you came from 6th to 1st in the final lap on the back straightaway. So how were you able to avoid all that carnage in that final lap to be able to get the win tonight in the ARCA race?
Hold on, let me put my mic closer. I honestly do not know how I did that. I just tried to keep my foot in it and tried my hardest. We started second off the restart, I think, and dropped back badly. I thought it was over for us. And then they started wrecking in front, and my only competition was the 53, and he was slow. So I got a big gap from that and came home with the win.
So again, you win in your first ever FedEx affiliated start. So will we see you in any more FedEx affiliated races, especially through Speedweeks?
I'm doing the truck race tomorrow. That's basically it. Since I'm not at any requirement to do Xfinity or Cup, but honestly, this already made my entire week. So, there's that.
Yeah, once again, congratulations on the win tonight, and we'll see you in the truck race tomorrow night.
All right, appreciate it.
So that'll do it. Down at Daytona. We'll see if any of the other drivers want an interview here late. But what a finish. We'll recap just in a second that incredible finish on the final lap. So we'll see if anybody else wants an interview here. Probably do like one or two more if that's possible. Here, recapping this ARCA race. Incredible race. All race long. That was so fun. So yeah, that'll do it in Daytona. What a finish. We'll look at the replay just in a second, so get that started for you. Is Ethan McMillan. We're going to interview right now. He came home in somehow P4. I don't know really how he did that. He blocked like 5 lanes at once in the final lap, so let's do an interview here. So, Ethan McMillan, you were leading down on the final lap. Came home P4, though, but leading down on the back straightaway on that final lap, though, but kind of got turned and started a big wreck. So what happened there on that last lap that prevented you from getting the win?
Just a bit late on the block there. I got a bit late into Clausen. I was hoping he was going to stay with me, but I knew he was just as greedy for that win as I was. So when he went to the outside, I tried to go for a block. It was a bit late. I kind of hit him with my quarter panel. I didn't want to wreck myself or him, so I came back down. Came down into, I believe, the 53. I don't know who it was. And then I didn't want to wreck him either, so I tried to stay in the middle, try to keep us all alive for the finish there. And then I think I got rear-ended at full speed by White, and I thought then I was just done. Just all I could see was the ground. And somehow I managed to keep it straight and come home P4. I think that's pretty good for my first super speedway race back.
Yeah, so again, top 5 finish for you tonight. So, do you think you can get any more wins coming up in Speedweeks for the next 2 days?
Yeah, hopefully, I'll be racing all the series. Trucks will be pretty good, but I'm hoping to see if M&F Racing can go back-to-back Xfinity tomorrow.
All right, well, good luck throughout Speedweeks.
All right, thank you.
That does it for Ethan McMillan. We'll see. We'll probably do like one more interview. So yeah, final interview coming up here in a second if anybody wants it. And you'll see if anybody else wants an interview coming up here in a second. And then we'll recap that race and then take a look at that incredible finish on the final lap. So it looks like we're going to go without any more interviews for this. So let's take a look at that final lap. Unbelievable finish down in Daytona. They got to recap it, of course. So final lap down in Daytona. Let's watch how Incaru was able to make his way through that final lap, and then we'll look at the view from McMillan. So let's take a look at this incredible same view on that final lap. So they came down the front straight. Let's just watch and listen. I don't know why I raised it. So 5 cars ahead of the 33 of Aiden. And then McMillan made a couple of big blocks, nearly blocked the 5 into the wall, nearly blocked the 53, and then kind of just try to get it, and then they all wrecked behind it. McMillan was up in the wall. And look at, oh my goodness, look how he was just able to drive his way all through that, split the middle 3 wide, and an incredible final lap pass to be able to take home the race victory for tonight. Able to hold off Matt Grab on the final lap, and got the win, coming to the checkered flag. McMillan somehow finished the race. Even straight, I don't know how he finished the race like that. Matt Grab just came home P2. Landon Johnson coming home in 3rd. So we'll take a look what happens from McMillan's view. On the back straightaway. Take a look from this angle. Down the back, he saw the 5 car coming, trying to give him a block, then trying to block the 53, and then they're 3 wide in the middle, so they really couldn't do anything. And then I think Matthew White came in and kind of turned them all, and then they wrecked all ahead of them. So what a finish. Saw 33 just absolutely sneak his way by and was able to take home the race victory for tonight. ARCA and Daytona never disappoints for this league, and what a finish to disappoint yet again. Congratulations to him for getting the win for tonight. He takes home the race victory. And that does it down in Daytona, so that'll wrap it up in the Daytona International Speedway. We hope you enjoyed. The Truck Series is going to be coming up for the next race. But for the next broadcast that we'll have, it'll be final practice for the Daytona 500 for the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series. So that'll do it tonight in Daytona for the ARCA Series. What a race. What a finish. Congratulations to Aiden Krubia for getting the win here tonight. And yeah, he takes home the checkered flag for tonight's race. So that'll do it in Daytona. Congratulations to him taking home the checkered flag. Your winner from the Daytona International Speedway. We'll see you tomorrow night for Daytona 500 final practice.